For many years, Mr. Daniel believed he had made the biggest mistake of his life. Every time he looked at his three daughters, he felt disappointed. "Girls cannot continue my name," he would say. "A family needs a son." But what he did not know was that the children he rejected would one day become the reason his family survived. And the son he sacrificed everything for would not become what he expected. This is the story of a father who learned a painful lesson too late. Daniel and his wife, Grace, lived in a small village. They were not rich, but they were hardworking and respected. When Grace gave birth to their first child, everyone celebrated. But when Daniel saw that the baby was a girl, his smile disappeared. "A girl?" he asked with disappointment. His wife tried to comfort him. "She is still our child. God has blessed us." But Daniel was not happy. A few years later, they welcomed their second child, another girl. Then the third child came, another beautiful baby girl. Daniel became angry. "Three daughters? What will I do with them? Who will carry my name?" Grace cried quietly because she loved her children, but she could not change her husband's heart. Every day, Daniel prayed for a son. And years later, his prayer was answered. Grace gave birth to a baby boy. The whole village celebrated. Daniel carried his son proudly. "Finally, I have someone who will make me proud," he said. But while he celebrated one child, he forgot the three blessings already in his house. From that day, everything changed. The son, Michael, became the center of attention. Daniel spent all his money on him. Michael was sent to the best schools. He was given everything he wanted. But the three daughters were treated differently. They woke up early every morning. They cooked. They washed clothes. They cleaned the house. They worked like servants in their own home. Whenever they asked about school, their father would say, "Education is for boys. You will eventually get married and leave." The girls watched their brother go to school while their own dreams slowly disappeared. But among the three sisters, the youngest daughter, Sarah, refused to give up. Deep inside her heart, she believed that her life could become something better. As the years passed, Daniel started arranging marriages for his daughters. He believed educating them was a waste. The first daughter was married to a man she barely knew. Everyone thought she would have a happy life. But after she left home, the family stopped hearing from her. Months turned into years. No letters. No visits. No messages. Nobody knew what was happening. Later, Daniel married off his second daughter. Sadly, she also suffered. Her husband treated her badly. She endured pain every day because she had nowhere else to go. Eventually, she escaped and returned home, broken and hopeless. "Father, I cannot continue that marriage," she cried. But Daniel still believed he had done nothing wrong. When it was time to marry off Sarah, the youngest daughter, she refused. "No, Father. I want a different life. I want to learn. I want to become something." Daniel became angry. "Who do you think you are? You are only a girl." But Sarah had already made up her mind. Without her father's support, she secretly worked small jobs. She saved money. She studied whenever she had the opportunity. She faced hunger. She faced rejection. She cried many nights. But she kept moving. Because she believed her future was bigger than her father's opinion. One day, Sarah left the village and traveled to the city with nothing except determination and faith. The city was not easy. Sarah struggled. She slept in uncomfortable places. She searched for opportunities. But God opened doors for her. She met kind people who saw her potential. They helped her continue her education. Years passed. The girl who was called useless became educated, successful, and respected. She built a career. She became independent. She became the person she always dreamed of becoming. Meanwhile, Michael, the son Daniel believed would save the family, started facing problems. Because he had always received everything easily, he never learned responsibility. He became careless. Eventually, he was removed from school. The money Daniel spent. The sacrifices he made. The hopes he had. Everything seemed wasted. Daniel was heartbroken. For the first time, he began questioning his choices. Years later, the family faced difficult times. Daniel became older. His health became weak. The family needed someone to support them. The daughter he rejected was now successful. Sarah returned home. She took care of her parents. She helped her suffering sister. She searched for her missing first sister. She became the strength her family needed. The child they called useless became the family's greatest blessing. Daniel looked at Sarah with tears in his eyes. "My daughter, forgive me. I was blind. I thought a son was my greatest blessing, but I failed to see the treasures God gave me." Sarah hugged her father. "Father, what matters is that we have learned. Never look down on a child because of their gender. A daughter can become a family's greatest support. A son can become a blessing, but so can a daughter. What matters is how we raise our children, the values we teach them, and the opportunities we give them. Never reject the blessing in front of you because you are waiting for another one. Sometimes, the person you ignore today may be the person who saves you tomorrow." Lesson: every child is valuable. Give them love, education, and a chance to become who God created them to be.